a keyboard. This is a clamshell device with no keyboard. So I pull it out, I'm like, okay, that's kind of neat. But then the moment I started using this thing, within like 2 minutes, I was like, I got it. This thing is awesome. And I think almost anyone who uses a laptop can appreciate what this device can do. So if you're using this for work, you can throw a document or your email on one screen and then some kind of reference material on the other. Or you can go vertical. So if you're a developer, you can put your code on one side and then test your app or your site on the other side. But you have two separate 13-inch panels for productivity. It's so good. And if you want to do some work while taking like a Zoom call or something, you can procrastinate at the same time with like a show or a live stream on the other screen. And if you want to draw or work with any kind of illustration or digital painting, you can do it with the included pen. And then on the second panel, you can have like your reference material while you're drawing, or you can like watch a show, or you can watch a tutorial on like what you're doing with that first screen. It's so cool. And for students, if you're in a lecture,
how about
you can take
having
notes.
two monitors?
Like you can like pull up some course material on one screen and then work on the other, and then you can also add annotations and diagrams to your notes with the pen. And then if you want to be a complete asshead, you can be playing a game on the top screen and then stream snipe someone on that secondary screen. But those are all examples of using this device with both screens. You can be playing a game and then want to be your notes with the pen. And then if you want to be a complete asshead, you can be playing a game on the top screen and then stream snipe someone on that secondary screen. But those are all examples of using this device with both screens, right? If you want to, you don't have to use the bottom screen or the secondary screen. And you can have it as like a keyboard, like an on-screen keyboard.
No one believes me.
8-finger tap, and you can also use a trackpad. This trackpad is surprisingly good. Like when I first activated it, I was expecting it to be pretty janky, but like it just tracks and moves so smoothly. And there's also haptic feedback on the buttons down here, but this whole section down here is now a giant trackpad, and it just works the way that you would expect it to work, or the way that it should work if this was built properly. Now I will say that the actual on-screen typing experience isn't the best. Like, this doesn't feel particularly natural because there's no like tactility to it, but it does work if you need it. You see, the concept of a dual screened laptop isn't brand new here, but it's how they've integrated the software with the hardware and all the gesture control. Like, they've just done a really good job of making this a really viable product. But what really ties all this together is the hardware kit that they include with the product. So you get this active pen, which you saw earlier, but there's also this Bluetooth keyboard. This is an external keyboard. It has its own battery, and it can connect magnetically to the whole setup. But this is a nice keyboard. It's like
I was thinking about
membrane keyboard feeling thing. But the thing that ties all this together, this whole product together,
it had a rival
is
with
this stand / cover.
It should be pretty flawless nowadays.
When I pulled this out of the box, I was like, this is the thing that they're using to hold the whole product? Like, how is this gonna work? How do you hold two screens into a usable form factor with just this? But it snaps together magnetically, and now you can place the yoga book on this stand. So this bottom angle holds that bottom screen at around, I don't know, like a 50, 60 degree angle. And then the top screen, you can adjust it to whichever angle you'd like. So you can have it like kind of straight up facing you, or you can have it tilted down if you prefer.
What is it I'm looking for in the comments?
Sturdy contraption. Like, this doesn't feel like some bizarre, janky afterthought of a stand. This feels like so well designed. It's just surprisingly sturdy for what it is.
It's still a laptop, man. At the end of the day, it's a motherfucking laptop. I mean, it's a laptop.